Oh, y'all got the flow.
Yo, what's poppin'? Hey,
What up?
happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Happy Sunday to everybody that's not a mother. We on our Martha Snoop tonight. Martha and Snoop tonight. I got with me.
2.0. Hey, let me say happy Mother's Day to everyone. Happy Mother's Day. I hope y'all had a beautiful Mother's Day, because people say that I like to fight women and stuff. So I want all the ladies to know that is not true. And I love the mothers. I love the women that's out here fighting on the front line for the cause. Happy Mother's Day again. Thank you, Satara. Satara, Martha, Stewart.
Yeah, we on our Martha and Snoop. We get together and we like Martha and Snoop for real, y'all. Y'all have no idea.
Yeah, I'm still seeing them little orange dots, man. Them orange dots be messing me up, man.
It's okay. It's part of the progress. It's ambiance. Don't worry about it.
That's ambiance. Okay. Hey, but you know what though? You know what I noticed?
What's that?
I noticed that people who cannot look at themselves while they talking on here, they got some problems. When they can't look at themselves in the camera, it's like looking in the mirror, because they know they lying while they talking.
That might be the reason why they don't want to be coming on the podcast. Right?
Yeah, they can't. Hey, watch them. They can't look at you in your eye when they talking to you.
Yeah,
and then when they talking, they can't look in the camera because they looking at themselves, and they know that they a lying sack of something, so they can't look at themselves. So hey, y'all, look, I'm looking.
So what's on your mind tonight? You ain't been able to get on in a while. I know you've been seeing some of the stuff that's going on. Tell me what's on your mind, sir.
Oh man, right. Let me ask y'all, did y'all share it on my page yet?
Mick, did you share it?
Because y'all know I can't share anything right now. I got that respect my existence or expect my resistance. That's what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? I hate y'all can't see my spandex shirt. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking buff today.
Oh, you got that one that make you look real buff?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
It stretches. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, showing them guns.
Hey, listen, we don't want to go to the gun show all the time. Sometimes it's okay. We don't need to go to the gun show.
Hey, man. Hey, look.
Hey, how you share it to your page, y'all? Because I shared it to the Hood News Network.
Hey, Hood News. Hey, just type in. I don't know.
Tag him when you go to share. Tag him. Just tag him.
Yeah, just tag me. I mean, it's rough, man. They won't even let me change my profile pictures. I'm so restricted. I can't even change pictures. You know what I'm saying? They restricted the brother bad this time, man. But you know what? When I come out, I'm coming out firing on all pistons. You know,
listen, I know all cylinders.
All cylinders. I said pistons.
No, but I knew where you was going with that. All the piston cylinders, everything, everything to fire off in the car. I don't.
Hey, look, I'm telling y'all, man. I've been sitting back, man. It's good that I haven't been able to, say anything on Facebook, man. I just been sitting back watching, and mainly Flint Politics Reboot, and that Eva Worthing thing, man. It's been really.
How you feel about that? How you feel about that, sir?
You know what? It's in Fox News now.
No, right?
Yeah, and you got to go read the comments. It's 2,000 comments down in there, and the things that they said and the picture that they used. It was the only time that she went over to Evergreen Regency, and she was invited by Jaleel. I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
And the police officers was there, and she took a picture with them. They then took that photo and put it on Fox News to make it look like, you know, she's down with the 5-0 and all this. What pisses me off, if you listen to how they got to where she said so ghetto, everybody missing the point. She got smart with Winfrey Carter when she was speaking with her Herkenroder.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what kicked it off.
Yeah.
No one's talking about her little smart mouth.
Yeah.
And then when somebody pop off at them, they want to start playing victim. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem here. What people need to look at is when Mayor Weaver was in office, right? Kate Fields, Alan Griggs, and Worthing took the black people through hell. W.T. Stevens, all of them, right? Black contractors,
Yeah.
all the black workers wanted background checks, wanted to make sure your resume. Huey Newsom was a Harvard grad, right?
Yeah.
They took him through hell. But soon as the white people came in, along with Sheldon Neely, they didn't question anything. Contractors,
Mm-hmm.
Goyette got paid money that they didn't even do the houses.
Right.
The houses is messed up, and the city done paid them money, and the state won't even pay the city, reimburse the city back. They don't have anything to say about that. Now, remember when the Children Museum was trying to get over there, Worthing, just give it to them, just give it to them.
Yeah.
She didn't say no. They don't have hope and hope for them. Go somewhere else and all this. They made
didn't say never get that building. They ain't never say none of that. Like she was saying.
They didn't say none of that because it was white and it was downtown. But soon as and the sad part is the black we enablers, man. Oh, can we just all hold hands and sing Kumbaya song and just work together? That's the part that gets me, man. Oh, tap dancing jigaboos, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sambos, man.
I said it last night. They pitching and they pitching and they catching.
I'm serious, man.
Yeah.
It's time out now, man. I mean, either things gonna be equal, either things gonna be equal, or we're gonna get ours. Period. Yeah. I mean, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of like what Mayor Neely doing right now. I ain't gonna even call him mayor. Like what Sheldon Neely doing right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
He using the money and he gonna give you crumbs. Here go 5,000 here. Here go 10,000 here. Here go 15,000 here. He gonna do it one time so that you can go out there. Oh, that's my mayor. He gave me $15,000, and then you vote for him. He gonna throw your ass up under the bus, and then what he gonna start doing is giving the money back to the same people he's been giving it to.
Right, right.
And you crumb snatching fools. Crumb snatching fools. That's what I call them, fools. Crumb snatching fools. So worried about just themselves.
Yeah.
And that's what gets us in trouble. Instead of worried about getting the 200 million, they want the 20,000. Like Chris Martin. Chris Martin to sell his soul. Oof. I even heard the bishops even saying that he'll backbite to get what he need. He backbit to get the bishop. You know what I'm saying? I said it, and I don't care what anybody else say. I said it. Stay over there. Preach, bruh. I ain't got no problem with you preaching, but you come over here into the politics part and mixing your church with state, you're gonna get talked about. You're gonna get talked about. Period.
You know, that's so funny that you said that mixing church and state, because Steve Barber has been posting that church and state needs to stop mixing, and we're in a lot of trouble because of that. He had been posting like last week and about that.
It's how you mix it. It's how you mix it, right?
I agree.
I mean, Martin Luther King was a pastor. Throughout history and to this day, we don't say Pastor Dr. Martin Luther King. When he was in church, he was pastor, but out on the streets, it was Dr. Luther King. He didn't go out running around with the elected officials. He went out, man, for social issues. He stood up for that. And he stood up with JFK. You know, hey, civil rights, 1965 civil rights bill. He stood up with that. But all in all, man, they wasn't like what Christopher Martin. He's over the Democratic Party campaign. You know what I'm saying? You selling your soul for a couple of $1,000s, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So there was a question in there or a comment in there that said, "Speak on the enablers."
On the enablers, the gatekeepers, the butt kissers, the sellouts, the people that's running around here that's blocking that's selling out the city. You know, you got the north side and the east side. Just like right now, right? Sheldon Neely is what they call the Michigan Housing Assistance Fund. They grant up to $25,000. $25,000. You don't even have to pay it back. They pay for delinquent tax. They pay for water bills. They pay child support. Anything and everything.
Oh, wow.
All you got to do is go online. It's called Michigan Homeowners Assistance Fund. You fill out the application, and it's there. One thing that you can't get is your water bills paid because Sheldon Neely didn't sign up to be a partner. Why wouldn't you? Flint should have been the first city to sign up to get this money to pay water bills.
Yeah.
It should have been the first city. You have enablers like that. You have the Barbara Moores who's sitting up here making excuses for Worthy.
Yeah.
You have, let's see, I like to name names. You have the Chris Martins, the Reginald Flynn's. Who else? Who else is it? You have the gatekeepers for what is it? The Chamber of Commerce downtown. You have all these gatekeepers, and then what happens when we go to remove them and get them out of the way so that we can get the money sent to the north side, east side, to the rest of Flint? We have to fight with them, but they are the educated ones, and the people, the elders, the Sambos that's out here in the city of Flint that don't know what's going on. They see us going back and forth, not knowing everything that's happening behind the scene. They want to go with, they groomed and pressed, and they speak real good, and they wholesome. They flow with them instead of, with the people that's on the front line that's out here truly fighting, trying to help. I never seen where the people who you are trying to help fight you the most. The people who we try to help in the city of Flint fight us harder than the gatekeepers. We trying to help you.
So I got another question for you, because it's so crazy to me that when you get in these seats, right, and supposedly we're all wanting the same thing, supposedly move Flint forward, to see Flint progress and prosper, right? However, when you see this foolishness that's going on, the first question that come to me is, damn, they must know where the body head at. Like, you got a body somewhere here, because I just don't understand you selling out your city and your neighborhood, and the plight of your people to line your pockets for however much it is. Like, and I just be feeling like, is it really that much money? Is it really worth it in the end? Because I feel like what happens in the end is they end up flipping back on you anyway. And then you get, so what's the deal?
Power corrupts, man.
Absolutely.
Power corrupts, money corrupts. You know what I'm saying? And people can have, let me give you an example, right? When I first got back into church, right? When I first got back into church, I had man, I'm spending a lot of money, right? And I'm having, I'm feeling great about myself. I'm glad God has blessed me, and I'm buying cars. I'm actually buying cars for people, right?
Yeah.
I'm giving the church like $30,000. I didn't put a brand new engine over in the church bus. I'm
Yeah.
building veteran housing. I'm doing all this because I want to, not because I'm trying to show out or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened, the deacons that was in the church, they saw the pastor gravitating, and me and the pastor really, chilling together, talking and everything, right? That deacon used to be a pimp, a drug addict, whatever the case may be, right? And they had that fire when they first got in church. They had
Yeah.
that fire.
Yeah.
And when God blessed them and took them and put them back where they were, but differently, not working the streets, but, doing a job, people started putting them on a pedestal, started putting the deacons and the pastors on a pedestal, right? And it started not being about God, but being about them. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I'm not doing the work for God now. I'm doing the work for myself because people looking up to me, and now I'm on this pedestal. I am God now, you know? So then when I started coming in, I had that same fire that they had when they first started.
Mm-hmm.
So now they don't want me to get to where they are and knock them out of that position. So they started, really doing things to knock me down. It's the same thing, man.
Yeah.
It's our mentality. It doesn't matter if it's in church. It doesn't matter if it's on the streets. Matter of fact, the streets is, I expect it on the streets, but I didn't expect it in the church. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? We have this mentality of when we think that we done made it, that power start transforming us to where, I gotta have more. I gotta, I'm the joint now. I'm the shit, and can't nobody tell me nothing. And I'm here. And then you walk around, and if it rains, you're gonna drown because your nose is so far up in the air. You know what I'm saying? And that's how people get. And I mean, you done seen people get arrested for taking $1,500 in contributions. $1,500.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's so easy to be corrupted. I mean, so that's what happens, and you got all these people downtown that poverty is $1 billion business. So they have to keep us poor. They have to keep us below poverty so that they can get this free Mishta money, building apartments. You see what I'm saying? Building apartments. Over at COC, Continuum of Care, they get over $60, $70 million a year for homeless people. You know what I'm saying? The majority of the people that's over these organizations does not even live in Flint. They didn't turn their organizations into their business. It's not a.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you even brought that up.
Oh
I
yeah,
was talking to a young lady today. She's in her very early 20s, and she was talking about her noticing the change in Flint. But what she was noticing is how great downtown is looking. And the things that they're doing and pressing downtown. But on the north side, it's deserted. However, she's saying in some areas that were mostly black and mostly what they would call, a pretty bad side of town, that white people are moving in there, and they're like,
yeah.
"Oh, somebody got that house." White guy, yeah, white guy bought this house over here, and seeing those things. And then she said, I've even noticed that there are way less homeless people that used to be. She said, I don't know what's happening to them or where they're taking them, but it's way less homeless people on the streets too that used to be downtown. Young people are noticing this.
Mm-hmm.
Very young people are noticing this.
I'm telling you, man. And I done been a part of all these different organizations, right?
Yeah.
And like St. Mark's, right? St. Mark's has a suicide prevention. I mean, they pass out food and everything, right?
Yeah.
I've been fighting with GHS, Genesee Health Systems, for a minute. They got $4.2 million from the school system for a lawsuit. They supposed to did NCE, which is Neuro Behavioral Center of Excellence, right?
Okay.
Because the school district couldn't maintain the IEPs and give, they didn't have enough nurses and doctors, right? Psychiatrists and all this. So they couldn't keep up. So they gave them the 3.1 million, right? To start this off. The registry got 1 million. So I asked them, I said, hey, you know what? Can I see itemization of what y'all use that money for? I can text it. I can email it to you, right? $819,000 out of the $1 million went to salaries and wages and benefits. Out of the $1 million for the registry, right? 600 and some thousand went to wages. 200 and some odd thousand went to benefits for GHS every year.
Yeah.
50,000 went to contract, which is the psychiatrist, right? The doctor that they had to bring in to see the kids. They was only able to see 2 kids once a week on a Thursday, once a week. You used all the money to pay for wages. It's top heavy. They used all the money to pay wages and benefits, but only brought 1 doctor in, and now they got that big old beautiful building down there. You see, it was for Flint kids from 2017 all the way up until 2021. 2017, 2021, they only seen 10 Flint kids.
4 years, only 10 children?
10 Flint kids. It was 400 kids all together, but it was supposed to be just for Flint School District. They didn't use it for everybody else again, and only 10 Flint kids. See, it gets worse than that. It gets and what makes it so bad, right? What makes it so bad is the fact that, I'm sitting up here looking at these documents. I'm at these meetings. I'm coming back telling you. I'm showing you documentation, and I'm sitting up here having to fight with the Barbara Moores and other people. Oh, he's lying, this and that. No, I'm not lying. It's documentation, and I'm not misinterpreting. You read it for yourself. You interpret it for yourself so that we can have an analytical debate. If you see something different, then you read the documents. Don't come to me saying what, oh, well, this person said such and such and such. Don't tell me what somebody said. Read the documents for yourself, because what you're doing, you're a bobblehead. Over half the people that we be fighting on Facebook don't even live in the city of Flint.
I know it.
They don't even live in the city of Flint. They haven't been to a water drive. They ain't been to a food drive. They ain't been to a meeting. If the only reason why half of them is because we was locked up on COVID and they was able to call in.
Yeah.
Other than that, the council chambers are empty unless me and RL, yourself, Mickey. When have you seen anybody else there?
Well, I never see too many people there.
You don't. But they got so much to talk about. They know so much about what's going on in Flint, but don't know nothing. And then like Barbara Moore, right? And I keep saying her name because she's the one that's talking the loudest right now. All the stuff that's happening over in Mount Morris, the school district where the superintendent said to the young woman, I can't wait until you come of age. The white superintendent that's calling people N-words and everything over there in Mount Morris where she lives, right? This is where she lives. Saying, I can't wait to the young black woman, I can't wait until you get older so I can watch your big ass walk around when I hire you.
Oh yeah, that was in Westwood Heights.
Westwood Heights. That's Mount Morris, ain't it?
No.
That's not Mount Morris?
That's Westwood Heights.
Well, then it's right around the corner from her.
It is very much so right around.
You see what I'm saying? But I don't see you over there. I don't see you over there. See,
I was there.
You was there?
My daughter used to go there. I took her out. Right. I took her out there.
But see, that's what I'm talking about. See, when stuff like that's going on, you don't see nobody around. But they got so much to say over here. But what goes on, man? People sit back and they want something to talk about. They gossip. They get behind this individual because it seems right, or they talk good, or they my friend. You know what I'm saying?
Love said, did Barbara Moore help with anything?
Did she what?
Did she help with anything?
Help with what?
That's what she's asking. Did she help with anything?
Help with what?
The water drive, or
help with what?
Water, or anything like that? Has she helped with anything? Food drive or anything like that?
Help with what?
Oh, there you answer then.
Help with what? I mean,
so now
when you see the person, when you see people on Facebook talking against somebody, when you see them talking, just ask them, when was the last meeting? What was the last meeting they went to?
Yeah.
Ask them, when was the last time they went out and passed out water? Ask them, when was the last time you went out and delivered some food? Yeah. When was the last time you went and helped somebody pay their water bill?
Yeah.
Ask them, when was the last time you went and helped somebody pay their rent?
Yeah.
Ask them, when was the last time you was at a meeting? Ask them, when was the last time you was at a protest? Ask them, when was the last time you done anything but set your fat ass on Facebook and talk mess? I'm not saying Barbara Moore is a fat ass. I'm just saying in particular, person sitting on Facebook talking mess. All right. I have to say that because they like to take pieces and then turn it around and all that, even though I don't give a damn.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about taking pieces, because I don't like that. I had a conversation with somebody earlier today. I don't like that. I don't like the little snippets of things, and you know, being tagged into things, and you just show a little snippet of this, and you show a little snippet of that, and you don't get the full story. And then you expect me to come on here and say something about it. Now, as long as you've been knowing me, and Mickey, you can even say this, and I've said this millions of times, I don't speak about anything I don't know nothing about. And you ain't about to give me no half-ass story, and I'm gonna come talk about that too. If you only gonna give me a piece of it, when I see it's really 12 minutes, but you only giving me 35 seconds, don't do that. I can't talk about that. I can't say anything about that because I need everything, because I'm shooting straight down the middle. See, what I continue to say is I don't live in the city of Clinton. I can't vote one way or the other. However, I'm not about to influence nobody on one side or the other, right? Give me the full story. Give me the full story. I don't like that. And I don't like the propaganda. I don't like those things when they want to take your words out of context and only say parts of the things that you say. I don't like that. I've heard some things and I said some things and I'm like, nah, I heard what he said and you only saying part of it. You taking it out of context, because what he said prior to this was this, and this that made him say this, and this. And that's a problem. But the bigger problem is at the folks that look at it and they run with it, they don't do the research or go to figure it out for themselves. That's the problem.
Man, I heard something. Somebody told me something, man. I can't say it the way that they told me. Hold on.
Oh, y'all, he got a fact check real quick.
Well, I'm back on the scene.
Hey, Mick, what's going on? Tell me something good.
Oh, man. Why ain't who seconded that terrible decision that Eva Worthing did?
Dr. Lewis.
So here it is. If you want to keep something away from a black man, put it in a book. Hey, man. Hey, I swear to God, man, I heard that, but they said it a different way, though.
Yeah.
They said it a different way. Mm-hmm. And when I heard that, I was like, oh man, you know what? That's true here in Flint, because our communication is like zero. Won't nobody read for themselves what's actually going on or what was actually said. You know, one thing about me, and everybody should know this. If somebody come to you and say, Art said such and such and such and such, and you ain't heard it, it's more likely it's a lie, because I done told you first. I done called you and said, hey, listen, I'm getting ready to put this out there, or what's going on, man? I heard such and such and such and such.
Yep.
You know,
Right.
hey, what's going on with it? Especially if you're an elected official. Hey, man, listen, you got to either put this out there, clean it up, man, do something, because it's coming out, man. You know what I'm saying? It's going to come out because I'm an activist. I treat everybody fairly. I believe in, keeping the community informed. And I'm going to let you know straight up. I'm going to say it in your face. I'm going to say it on Facebook. I'm going to whatever. You know what I'm saying? Now, if we disagree on Facebook and I have your number, I'm going to call you. I'm going to be like, hey, listen, why you disagree with what I was saying or what I posted or what I said on Facebook? Why you disagree with that? And we're going to talk it out. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to go back and forth with you on Facebook, because we better than that. And I'm not going to, take you down that line, because I want you to know the truth of why I put that out there. Because this person might be a Sheldon Neely fan. And, hey, man, listen, this is why I put this out there, man. So don't get caught on the wrong side, man. Just, hey, fall back. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of person I am.
Yeah, I know. So I got a question for you, because Mickey asked this question. Mickey said that whole Eva Worthing thing that happened, he said, who seconded the motion, about that? And I said it was Dr. Liddell Lewis.
Yeah.
How you feel about that?
You know what, man? I thought that she was going to be different, man. You know what I'm saying? I thought she was going to be different. I thought she was going to go in there and really, I understand when you being attacked or whatever the case may be, but I ain't seen her fight with Councilman Mays over petty stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He won't call you a doctor. All right, so be it. You go get your degree to put it up there.
Oh, we were there for that.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't have to go that far. You know what I'm saying? And if he don't call you a doctor, you keep it moving. Hey, it is what it is. Hey, keep it moving. Don't get caught up in your emotions. And then, every time you turn around, now you trying to fight him about the rules. Y'all, you got him, and now you trying to beat him down, and it's making yourself look bad now. You know what I'm saying? And you constantly fighting. And for her to second Worthing's appeal was highly upsetting. You're gonna say we must respect each other and all this and that and that and this. And that's what gets me, man, is when it takes two to tangle. You know what? You didn't say nothing when this person right here kept on antagonizing and provoking. You sat there and watched it because that's your friend, and y'all sitting up there texting one another. You didn't put them in check, but as soon as I go to put them in check, now both of y'all need to cut it out. No. You should have said that before it kicked off. You see, and that's where we mess up at, right? Once I start fighting, once I start going at you, now all of a sudden this person want to play victim now. Mm-hmm. See, and what she wrote in her book, I mean, in the news article, people ain't paying attention to that part, man. I gotta pull it up, man. That part.
Yeah, go ahead. Because while you look at what Jaquez Jones said, she's the same person who provokes people into arguments and then is all over them about rules and charter.
Right.
But you're right. She was in the news and said that it was a knee-jerk reaction.
Oh, no, that knee-jerk wasn't even a part for me.
That was terrible. No, that whole article was terrible. Because it's like, what's sad is that how they over there. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Them blacks over there in that Flint Politics Reboot group, it's shameful. Them trying to justify Eva Worthy. But then when you see Alan Griggs and other white people talking about how Quincy can't talk, you don't see Barbara Moore. You don't see none of them getting on Alan Griggs about.
Not Barbara Moore, not Dr. Liddell Lewis, not any of them was defended. Because I went back when that got sent to me and I saw that, and they were talking about how they couldn't understand Quincy, and Quincy, he couldn't talk, and nobody defended him. Not one person defended him. But y'all want to go and defend her about calling somebody ghetto.
Hey, but here's the part that got me though, y'all. This is her quote from her statement. I have been called a nasty white woman. My children and occupation have been brought up, and my white privilege has been mentioned solely to degrade my opinions. My white privilege.
Yeah.
She acknowledged.
She acknowledged it. Yeah. Yeah.
What did Malcolm X say about a liberal white woman?
A dangerous white woman.
Huh? Y'all don't understand.
Dangerous.
They are fake woke.
A dangerous white woman.
They are fake woke, man.
Oh, hold up. I got a better one for you. You might have didn't watch the show when Dennis Pfeiffer was on there, councilman. What did he say about Allie Hokenroder?
Oh, I don't know.
He said, watch her, because she dangerous. He quoted Malcolm X when he said a dangerous liberal. I know he might not like that I brought bringing that up though. But Dennis did. He said, watch Allie. He said, you know them liberals is dangerous.
Hey man, listen, man. I'm gonna tell y'all, man. After the 16th, I'll be able to comment some more on that other liberal white woman. You know what I'm saying? These people, man, that one person, right? Back when I first started protesting with this individual, they said, hey, you can use me to get to tables where you can't get to because I can use my white privilege to get there. You see what I'm saying? They just want you to help them to get there. And once they get there, they don't have any conversation for you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? None. And ask yourself, why is Barbara Moore fighting so hard for Eva Worthy? Why?
Tanya said, if we don't speak up, then it allows others to say the same thing. Alan Griggs called me and Jerry Winfrey Carter ghetto.
And I saw that drunk Santa. Hey, y'all, listen. He don't even know where he at. He used to be at damn council meetings, man. What motion are we on? Man, ain't nothing worse than that old fart, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, drunk ass Santa.
But that's the problem I got with him. You got blacks upholding that madness. Upholding it.
I mean, come on, Mickey, man. Think about it, man. Harriet Tubman used to walk around with a revolver, not for the people that might end up catching her. It was for her own people, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you didn't have house Negroes, boot licking, Sambo, jigaboos, whatever you want to call them, man. I mean, you didn't have these people for years, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. In your community. Here's what trips me out the most. The reason why they made February a month for Black History, man, is to give those house Negroes a chance to be able to be black. For them to be able to talk about their blackness in corporate America, and then they have to go back to licking boots in March. Where are all those jigaboos, all those dancing sambos that was out here in February? Where are they at right now, man? Let's fight the power. Where they at? The Al Sharptons, man, sell out. Ben Crump, sell out. Jesse Jackson, sell out. All they do Every time something get ready to pop off, they bring them old Sambo ass man. I almost cussed, man.
Yeah,
They
watch your
bring them
language,
up in
brother.
here to squash what it is that we get ready to
Oh,
do. Oh,
that-
y'all, just hold hands and be quiet and let them just trample on y'all. Don't say nothing. They go in the back room, go to the table, get $10,000 a piece, and they come out and say, everybody go home. We done worked it out. They're going to have a meeting tomorrow. Why do we have to keep on having meetings about race and racial disparities when we already know what the damn issue is? Why did like COVID, right?
Yeah.
Racial disparities, right? Why do you have to have a meeting about what happened during COVID? We know what the hell happened during COVID. They was turning black people away from the hospital. You don't have to have a meeting to go and tell them allow the black people up in there just like you allow the white people. What the hell you need a meeting for that for?
Absolutely.
I was at the meetings every Thursday telling Genesee Health Systems, not Health Systems, but Genesee County Health Department. Her name was Suzanne. Prejudice ass motherfucker, too. I'm getting mad now. I said, Suzanne, why are they turning black people away from Hurley and McLaren and Genesis and they sick? Your immune system crashed and you got to be right there at the hospital at that time. If you're not there for a ventilator, you will die. The majority of the black people died because of that, because they were sending the black people, if you get sick, if you feel ill, come back to the hospital. That's what was happening to the black people, man.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you.
Tanya Burns said, hang on, let me go back to it real quick. Tanya Burns said, I told Alan Griggs that I'm sophisticated enough to know that not one black person should stay at his bed and breakfast. They will take our money and treat us less than humane. I will not ever patronize or suggest anyone goes to Nob Hill because he stated we are ghetto.
You know what? His son is a rapist.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Now tell Alan Griggs Jr. Now tell him, hey, he now his son up in prison right now. He probably one rape away from being a serial rapist.
Wow.
Drunk ass. Alan Griggs over there giving out free liquor that's against the law. He's supposed to have license with his smart ass. Hey, you know what? That's what we need to do. Sign a petition, go over to the state police. They already got a case over there, a case number. Matter of fact, I got the case number. And what we need to do is go over to the state trooper's office tomorrow and force them to investigate his old crooked ass, old drunk ass. Probably laying up in there now, butt bar naked with a bottle stuck. Man, all right.
Well, that is something that we all should be getting behind. And if that's the case, you know that we can't be condoning that. Dan Brisson said hello to you.
Hey, what's up, Dan? I mean, it's sad, man. You know, and the sad part is, you know, you want to help, and you want to bring Flint, man. Flint got so much money, man. Flint got a lot of money, y'all. I'm telling y'all, Flint has a lot of money. The school system has 124 million. The city has at least 75 to $80 million left, right? The county got 79 million. The settlement is 624 million. The COC, they get about 70 million. Community Block Grant, they get millions. I mean, it's a bunch of millions. It's millions. Recast had millions. I mean, it's millions upon millions of dollars here. And guess what? We haven't seen none of it because guess what? We're too busy trying to kiss butt to get a damn dollar. Instead of saying, you know what, we get ready to take it all.
That's what
Instead of us standing up against the little Teddy Ruxpin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He will move. He's scared to death. He's a scary little nickel bag. Yeah, I'm talking about Sheldon Nickelbag Nilly. You know what I'm saying? He will move. It's the fact that we don't move together. It's the fact that everybody, you know what? Let me tell y'all this, right? Back in 2014, I used to walk around with a veteran. His name was Fernandino. He's a Philippine, right? He was from Philippines. And he had cancer from TTHM. I used to walk around with him, man, at city council meetings, telling everybody that this is what happens to you when you drink TTHM contaminated water. This was in 2014, July of 2014, before there was a Melissa Mays, before there was a Leanne Walters, before there was a Mona Tish, before there was a Edwards, before any of them, right? I used to go to meetings. With different activists, and they was fighting over water rates. I said, listen, we shouldn't be fighting over water rates. We should be telling them don't pay for water, period, because this water is highly contaminated, and I don't want to pay a dime. They would kick me out of meetings, right? Yeah. They would kick me out of meetings. So November of 2014, I'm working with EPA over in Chicago. I get them to force MDEQ at the time to force them to write advisory letter because TTHM is a tier 2 violation. They had to write a TTHM violation letter, 154 pounds, 2 liters a day, 0.80 parts per billion, drinking it for 30 days. Hey, it's contaminated. You likely to get cancer, right?
Yeah.
So that letter came out January the 3rd, 2015. That was the letter that I got them to force MDEQ to issue 2015. That's when Robert Bocock came here. Right after that.
Okay.
Now, ask Councilman Mays. I brought the people from Nestle, from over in Grand Rapids, Muskegon area, right? I paid for them to come down here. We went to Cracker Barrel up there on Pearson Road. It was Naira, Eric Mays, Thrill Kill, and Claire McClinton, right?
Mm-hmm.
They was going to pay money for Eric to file paperwork in court. I'm like, hey, Eric, you going to file the paperwork or what? This was December of 2014. That's when he went and got Trishelle Young, Concerned Pastors, Leanne Smith, and Melissa Mays and all of them. Mm-hmm. Just cut me out, right? Just cut me out. All this, people don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Because I never even mentioned any of this. Mm-hmm. It's so much backbiting and backstabbing that goes on behind the scenes that people don't even know about. You know what I'm saying? This has been going on since 2014. Matter of fact, 13 with KWA. It was a whole bunch of people that sold people out with the KWA. Jeff Wright paid off a bunch of people on that. You know what I'm saying? So it's the Barbara Moores that sits up here and try to talk educated because she know how to put a couple of words together. Don't believe the hype, y'all. Yeah. When y'all see them talking, tell them to shut the fuck up. For real. That's all you gotta do. Because by you saying, oh, that's a good point, that's this. No, it's not a good point. You just talking and don't know what the hell you're talking about. Shut the fuck up. For real. I'm serious, man. Ask them, when was the last time you been to a meeting? Right. Ask them, when was the last time you been out here? Show me some documentation. If you disagree with Art Woodson, with what Art Woodson is saying, put some paperwork up and show it. Don't just say it. Put documentation. Take a picture of it. Screenshot it. Do something. But if you disagree with what he's saying, put paperwork up and prove that he's saying something wrong. Because nearly, all he do is give you a vague, people putting misinformation out here. Tell you what, Neely, people putting out misinformation. Tell us what the misinformation is. The misinformation is your lying ass down there at City Hall. That's what the misinformation is. And I can't wait. I got some videos. Hey, look, that's just like Mike Brown at the hearings. Didn't nobody catch it, right? Didn't nobody catch this? He said Lane couldn't do service lines because they had prior commitments. So all last summer, they didn't do service lines, right? Yep. Okay, they didn't do service lines. So why didn't you go hire somebody else? Right. And then on top of that, this is the part that I can't wait. I can't wait on this one because I got to talk to the state this week.
I wonder
How
if
in the hell?
this is the part that bothers me too. Come on with it, because I think we on the same page.
I don't know if we're on the same page, but I need to hear yours.
Let me see.
This part I want to know is you told Lane to do road restoration, and they never had a contract for road restoration.
Yes, we talked about that. Yes,
right.
That's exactly where I'm at with that.
How could you tell them? I mean, that's like, Art, can you go out here and do road restoration? Now, in the previous contract that Goyette had, it could have been $10 a square foot, or it's 4x4. So I'm gonna pay you $100, a square foot or something like that, right? To that. And then on top of it, you got hard restoration and you got soft restoration. Mm-hmm. Hard restoration is concrete pavement.
Right.
Soft restoration is grass and dirt, right? Mm-hmm. So what's the price that you told that they bid it on? They can just come in and say, you know what? We're going to charge you $5,000 for soft and $10,000 for hard, where in the contract with Goyette, it could have been half of each one of them prior. You can't just write up a contract. John Daly wrote up a contract and said that the state approved it and said, hey, they can do it. They didn't never have a contract. Yeah. And then here's the other part, right? How much did you pay them? Was it over $75,000? Mm-hmm. Because if it was over $75,000, guess what? It's supposed to came to council. So why isn't council? See, Lewis, she don't like me because of some fact I say things to her and she don't like me. But here's the thing. Enough proclamations. It's nice that you're doing Service Park. That's a beautiful thing. But Flint is more than just Service Park.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? We got money being spent down here. And guess what? It's not just about who likes or who Sheldon Neely like. It's not about you being able to work with Sheldon Neely and he likes you and he funds Service Park. It's not just about that. It's about all the people in the city of Flint. You see, that's what's going on here. And like I said before, anybody who don't, or anybody that disagree with what I'm saying, guess what? I got video to go back and get it for you so that you can hear it for yourself. Just like with Goyette. Goyette got paid by the city for properties that isn't in the system down in Lansing. And Lansing said, no, we're not going to pay you because we don't have those houses in our system. So where is that money? Where did that money come from? How much money is left in the wind? Now, here's the tripped out part, right? The wind funds. 1 minute they said, we don't have any money in the wind funds. Mm-hmm. Next minute they said, oh, we got the Northwest line and the Cedar line. There's money there. We're not going to do it. And we're going to bring the money from there and do road restoration, right? Oh, we don't have any money in the wind funds. That's what they keep saying, right? Yeah. Oh, Miller Road wasn't part of it. But now, when I went and got the paperwork that showed that Miller Road was on there, Miller Road was on there, and they could have just said, hey, we're going to move the money from Northwest pumping station and pay over here on Miller Road so that you don't have to use ARPA funds.
Right.
See, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out.
Right.
I'm talking too much, Anna.
No, but I got a question for you. It was a couple of people talking in the chat. The first one is, I want to ask how you feel about this. The first one is the House of Esther situation. So they want to shut the House of Esther down. They want to give the House of Esther up, and they condemned it for not having water. But the water bill wasn't in their name, from my understanding. It's not their water bill. They want them to pay someone else's water bill. However, is it Sunset Village that is allowed to rebuild and knock stuff down and refurbish their apartments, and they almost $1 million in a water bill?
Let me tell you something, man. And I'm gonna say this, and I can't say it enough. Sheldon is not here for the black people.
Yeah.
Sheldon think he's white. Sheldon think he's Hollywood. Sheldon is a whole total different person than who I grew up with. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Sheldon gave me a lot of information. He gave me a lot of information also, right? And this is the first time. This is exclusive, everybody. This is exclusive. Sheldon Neely gave me a lot of information about Mayor Weaver. Sheldon Neely gave me a lot of information about Mayor Weaver. And it was on documents, but he told me something totally different. You know what I'm saying? By him being a state rep, I took his word. Sheldon Neely is a liar,
Mm-hmm.
a manipulator, a
Mm-hmm.
vindictive little Teddy Ruxpin. You know what I'm saying? They ought to make a movie, man. They ought to make a movie about the vindictive, evil, devilish Teddy Ruxpin and put his face on it, right? Because this dude has lied, and I said I wasn't going to say much about him, man. But it just hurts me to know how people uses other people to get what they want, and then once they get what they want, they throw you away. We just got done talking about Goyette, right? It's a video out there right now about Goyette and Neely on how much money they gave to his campaign, right? They're a white group, a white company. Kate Fields, Alan Griggs, and Eva Worthing didn't question them. W.T. Stevens, they had piled up some dirt, and I heard, man, they fixed it, they cleaned it up and did everything right. Neely won't give them their money. Black company. Dink with Club 6ix9ine. When Neely got in office, Dink went to him to try to get help to save his club, man. They was getting ready to try to bamboozle him out of his club, man. I helped him with his club. Right? Neely would not even help him. Tanya helped in. Tanya pitched in. Tanya Burns to even tell you, right?
Yeah.
Hey, we saved 6ix9ine, right? That was another black business, right? Peterson downtown right now. They condemned his building because somebody wants it, right? They didn't put all the black people out. Guess what? It's a white business in that building that's still open right now with that building being condemned. Guess who it is?
Who is it?
Tim Herman's grandson.
Oh, wow.
He's the only one able to go into his business. Go in there and ask him why. Ask him why is he the only one that's not put out of that building when everybody else can't go in the building. Ask why.
Sanai Washington said, not somebody, Uptown wants it. Hey, listen, Art, you know, we are going to have, because Mickey has to go.
All right.
Stuff to do. But we are definitely going to have to come back and talk about this. And there's some other things I want us to talk about as well. And that is the issue with Hurley Hospital, right? And what happened with the young man, John Fleming. And Jaleel said, new inhumane issue at Hurley that led to the death of a young black woman today while waiting in the ER. Her name is Kiera Howell. And he says we have to get on the Hurley Board of Managers to get something done now. So I know that tomorrow, Jaleel was asking everyone to show up to council meeting because they wanted to address this with council tomorrow. So if everybody can come out and please support Jaleel and Pastor Devontae Powell with the things that are going on with John Fleming and with this new situation that has arisen with the young lady Kiera
and Eva Worthing too.
And I was
race in general.
We absolutely have to be there to address the Eva Worthing situation. We have to come out, y'all. We got to start showing these things. We need to make sure that we do that. We have to. We got to show up. I will be
4:30.
I think it's at 5:30. If I'm,
are we gonna be there for the special affairs too?
Oh, it's
special
special.
affairs, and
I'm just getting off of work, so I may be coming in a little late, but I'll meet you there. I will be
all right.
there.
I'll
So
be there.
Mickey will be there. We're all going to be there. So let's show up. Jaleel said yes, it's at 5:30. But again, if you said the special meeting at 4:30, we need to show up, and we need to show up in numbers. Everybody, we have got to start showing up. We have to start supporting each other. We have to start supporting this, and we have to start holding these people accountable that are doing these racist things on the council. We got to start holding them accountable. We got to do that.
Right.
But we definitely have to get back together, and we have to do this. We're not going to do it tomorrow because we have council. However, we still got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Friday we come on at 5 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
So y'all gonna do that Friday, or do y'all want to talk about
we
this?
14:20. We on 14:20 a.m. Friday at 5 o'clock.
So y'all gonna hold that to Friday then? Y'all ain't gonna do this Wednesday to go back what you were just talking about?
Oh, we can go. We can. Hey, I don't know. We can go all the way.
Wednesday, but you know what we also can do? We can transition over into 810 at 6 o'clock after we get off at 5.
Oh, hey, look, we can transition from tomorrow, Tuesday, all the way up into Saturday, Sunday, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go because this is something, man. We gotta start somewhere. And like I said, man, you know, we can do this. And I thank y'all so much for allowing me to come on y'all show. And like I said, respect my existence or expect my resistance.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, I'm there, baby.
All right. So with that being said, everybody, I need to see you all tomorrow at 5:30, 4:30 if you can make it, but definitely at 5:30. I need to see you all out there in support of Jaleel for the Hurley issue, as well as this Eva Worthing issue that happened. So everybody come out, and happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there. And again, you all know how I feel about mental health. Make sure that you please take the time out to get yourself together. Don't forget that St. Mark's has those when is that? When do they do that?
Giveaways at on Wednesday. It'll be this Wednesday at 9 o'clock.
Okay,
volunteers show up.
There you go. And also don't forget that Rising Star has the mental health every Saturday. Their doors are open as well with Pastor Devontae Powell. So make sure that you all get there. Kathleen King, I don't know where you live, but if you need a ride, call me and we can set that up. Somebody will help you get there, okay? Okay, so I love you all. Y'all take care. Enjoy the rest of your night, and we will see you tomorrow at City Council.
Holla.